Welcome to A History of Western Clothing Part 2. In this section, we will explore the following fashion eras: Empire, Romantic, Antebellum, Gilded Age, Gay 90s, Edwardian, Art Nouveau, Art Deco, Hollywood Glamour, Utility, the New Look, and Mod. Ladies' dresses created an hourglass silhouette. Shoulders were rounded and softened by the pelerine collar. Waistlines were cinched, and hemlines were ankle length. How scandalous. The full, puffy sleeves were called leg of mutton sleeves, and would return to fashion at the end of the century. Menswear was very similar to the Empire era. Pantaloons replaced breeches at all events and times of day. Men could wear cutaways or morning coats, which are the precursors of today's tailcoat. Vests in many styles, colors, and fabrics were staples in men's clothing. In past time eras, elaborate hairstyles were created with wigs. During the Romantic era, such styles were created with women's own hair. Pictured here, the Apollo knot and the Madonna. Women wore multiple petticoats to create a full skirt. The average was 7, but could go as high as 16 in colder weather. The underpetticoat was made of a cotton fabric called muslin. They were plain and easily washable. The overpetticoat might be of a finer fabric. They were decorative, sometimes embroidered or lacy. During this time, men enjoy a trimmer look by wearing corsets. The trend began with military men from England, France, and Germany wearing corsets to protect vital organs during war, but the look crossed over to men's formal wear and eventually everyday clothing. Men wearing corsets was not new in the Romantic era, but for the first time it was more widely accepted. The trend waned during the American Civil War, but returned for the Gilded Age, the 1870s and 80s, and was also popular among the jazz and flapper set of the 1920s in both Europe and America. The next pages have costume renderings, photographs, and other visual representations of shows set in the Romantic era. The videos for these shows are in the playlist after this video, so keep watching to see clips from the movie Gangs of New York, the play A Christmas Carol, the TV show Victoria, and the musical Jane Eyre, as they are all excellent examples of romantic costumes on stage and screen. Many designers turned to history for inspiration for their fashion collections. Silhouette, color palette, motifs, hemlines, textiles, and many other things can be incorporated into an outfit or into an entire fall or spring line. Here are a couple of examples of contemporary styles from well-known or up-and-coming fashion designers that are inspired by this era. Keep watching to see the other videos in this playlist. Once you've finished, go to your school email account and look for an email with the subject heading HWC2 Romantic Era Quiz. Open the form, answer the 5 questions. All the answers were in this video. When you're finished, submit the form. You can check your score, and then you're ready to move on to the next era, antebellum.